Welcome to the Case Study Learning Series in Marketing Management by Skilled MBA. In this session, we explore how CoKarma, a co-working space provider, practiced socially responsible marketing during one of the most difficult business periods in modern history, the COVID-19 pandemic. This case addresses a fundamental question. How can companies balance ethical responsibility with business sustainability, especially during crises? Through CoKarma's experience, we will learn how social value creation, empathetic messaging, and long-term trust can be more effective than short-term gains. Context: Pandemic impact. How COVID-19 disrupted co-working spaces and created ethical dilemmas. CoKarma's response. Key strategies and ethical considerations. Customer-centered approach, addressing unstated customer pain points, lessons and applications, takeaways for marketing professionals. The outbreak of COVID-19 triggered unprecedented challenges for service-based businesses, especially co-working spaces. Industry impact. With lockdowns and remote work mandates, client footfalls dropped. Ethical dilemma. Encouraging workspace use would support revenue, but put lives at risk. Customer shift. Clients move swiftly to remote solutions, changing expectations overnight. In this environment, CoKarma faced a strategic decision: chase profits at the cost of safety, or stay true to its values and innovate responsibly. Let's contrast traditional marketing with the socially responsible approach that CoKarma adopted. Traditional marketing is profit-driven, centered on consumerism. Short-term focused, built on company-centric messaging. Socially responsible marketing is different. Grounded in ethics and transparency, seeks societal well-being, not just financial success, invests in long-term relationships, puts the customer's reality at the center of every message. CoKarma used this model as the foundation of its pandemic-era strategy. CoKarma's founder believed firmly in a society-first mindset. Ethical communication became the cornerstone of all marketing, with transparency replacing promotional hype. The pandemic was seen not just as a crisis, but as a chance to prove commitment to the brand's values. Instead of pushing services, CoKarma leaned into community care, education, and support, creating goodwill that extended far beyond traditional conversions. In the early days of the lockdown, CoKarma focused on value creation before value capture. Their actions included home productivity resources, offering tips, guides, and infographics to improve homework setups; mental health support, sharing articles, videos, and expert-led webinars on stress management; safety protocols, crafting and publishing clear return-to-work guidelines for essential workers; virtual community events, hosting online sessions to keep the spirit of collaboration alive. These actions weren't revenue-generating, but they built trust and brand relevance. As offline activity ceased, CoKarma embraced 100% digital marketing operations. Their virtual presence was amplified through social media, newsletters, and blog content. Messaging was authentic, avoiding aggressive sales tones and focusing on safety, empathy, and service clarity. Webinars and educational series became key content pillars, helping users navigate remote work challenges. Importantly, a feedback loop was added, enabling real-time adjustments based on changing customer needs. With traditional services on pause, CoKarma innovated responsibly. Identifying pain points. What new unspoken needs did users have while working remotely? Solution design. Developing flexible service options like virtual office support and cloud-based productivity tools. Pilot testing. Running feedback-based trials to assess viability and experience. Scaling selectively. Expanding only the successful, impactful services, never compromising on ethical standards. This cycle of listen, create, test, scale became a permanent part of CoKarma's innovation process. CoKarma put its users first through 4 value creation pillars. Customer success, helping clients remain productive whether remote or hybrid. Trust building, sharing every service update with transparency and clarity. Responsive support, using multiple channels to address evolving client questions or anxieties. Empathetic engagement, acknowledging pandemic-related emotional strain and treating users as human beings, not transactions. When restrictions eased, CoKarma didn't rush. Instead, it built a re-entry strategy centered on safety and choice. Safety communication, sanitization protocols, ventilation upgrades, and distancing rules were front and center in all messages. Flexible plans. New service tiers allowed clients to choose between full-time, part-time, or hybrid access, reducing pressure and encouraging return. Community emphasis. Rather than selling desks, CoKarma promoted the mental and emotional benefits of shared spaces, framing co-working as a wellness-enhancing experience. Measuring impact. Key performance indicators. KPI pre-pandemic. During pandemic. Post-strategy. Customer retention high, 70. Low, 45. Medium, 65. Client satisfaction high, 75. Medium, 65. High, 85. Trust score, high, 70. Medium, 60. High, 88. Brand advocacy medium, B, 65. Low, D, 58. High, 80. Legend, dark blue, pre-pandemic medium. Blue, during pandemic, bright blue, post-strategy. Let's look at the results of CoKarma's socially responsible marketing. 68% customer retention during the peak of lockdown, far above industry average. 32% increase in new customers after strategy implementation, thanks to referrals and word of mouth. 85% trust rating, based on post-engagement surveys. 3.8x ROI on digital campaigns, despite lower advertising budgets. These numbers validate that ethical marketing isn't just good for society. It can also drive meaningful, sustainable business outcomes. From this experience, marketing professionals can draw 4 key lessons. Ethical decision-making. Profit should never come at the cost of people's safety or dignity. Innovation mindset. Crisis breeds creativity when viewed as an opportunity for value creation. Customer centricity. The best marketing solves problems users didn't know how to articulate. Digital adaptation. When physical channels disappear, the brand's digital voice must become more human and honest than ever. CoKarma's experience offers a roadmap for future-ready marketers. Listen actively. Build systems that monitor evolving sentiment and adjust strategies in real time. Adapt services. Your offering should flex as customer circumstances change. Communicate authentically. Avoid overpromising. Focus on clarity and care. Measure holistically. Track not just sales, but engagement, satisfaction, and long-term trust. To conclude, CoKarma's story teaches us that socially responsible marketing isn't a side project. It's the future of brand building. When you listen with empathy, respond with purpose, and lead with integrity, marketing becomes a force for both economic and human good. Thank you for watching the Case Study Learning Series in Marketing Management by Skilled MBA. Stay tuned for more lessons from the front lines of ethical, sustainable, and impactful marketing.